party people, you have arrived. Here it is, your cleaning motivation for the month. I've compiled my last few cleaning videos and made it a marathon. I'm gonna try some things out here, okay? I tried to be strategic when filming these videos. I tried not to clean the same thing more than once. I think I succeeded. So let's go get to cleaning. It always feels good once it's done.
Okay, so I'm gonna start out in my laundry room. I found this washing machine cleaner. It's by Tide. I have seen other people use, oh crap, the brand escapes me. A Fresh. I'm sure you can use anything that you want to clean your washing machine, but this is what I use because Kim's cleaning service at your service, and I get to choose what I use. And so can you. You know, buy whatever you want. That's just what I ended up buying. Okay, so I'm showing you right now. Okay, I have like a love-hate relationship with my washing machine. I love that it washes my clothes. I hate that I feel like it's breaking every other time that I use it. So you see what I'm currently cleaning? Do you know what that is? Because I don't. Apparently my washing machine, oh, by the way, this was like a bottomless pit. It was so wet in there. I could not figure it out. It was just continuously dirty no matter how many rags I was going through. And I went through multiple rags and paper towels trying to get it clean. Anyway, so this washing machine apparently has like tanks where you can pour an entire container of like fabric softener and it will dispense, like you can program the washing machine to dispense a little bit or a medium amount or a large amount. And so I thought that was the one you pour it in. Apparently I was wrong. Because it just like sat there on top for, I don't know, probably a few weeks, way too long. I just kept thinking, oh, the water will like rinse it out. No, it never did. It just sat there. And then on this side, apparently you can like dump in a whole container of laundry detergent. And so I did that one time. And I'm pretty sure I just washed one load with like an entire container of laundry detergent. I mean, that load, I guess, was real clean. But the next time I went to do laundry, it was like, tank is empty. I was like, what? Maybe one day I'll read the manual. It is likely I will probably not do that anytime soon. If you have any insight into these machines, you let me know, okay? And then I just went into the drum and I grabbed a rag and just clean. Surprisingly, it was really clean in there. I mean, is that surprising? I don't know. It's a washing machine, but I got all on top and I thought it would be like gross. Listen, my front loader that we had in our last house, it was gross every single time I cleaned it. I don't mean like, oh, this is nasty. I mean like, oh my gosh, how do you wash clothes in this? It is filthy, grody, disgusting. And I hated my front loading washing machine. So I don't know. If you have a front loader and you like it, good for you. But I did not like mine, so I'm happy I have like a top loader machine. I feel like I've never had an appliance that is as high maintenance as my front loader. I had to constantly like, rinse out the rubber ring. I, had to make sure it was left open and the kids wouldn't like come by and shut it just by bumping into it or whatever, because it was just like a closet in our hallway. But alas, here we are, okay? I got out of, a couple of things I want to say. I got out of control, got out of hand, and I started like wiping down the door. It definitely needed to be wiped down. That's like the garage door. And somehow, some way, that door gets so filthy. It's like people only have dirty hands when they're going to and from the garage. I don't know. And this mountain of laundry, we will get to it. Not right now. Maybe at the end of the video. As I'm filming this voiceover, I still have not gotten to it. Alex did a little bit yesterday. So laundry has definitely fallen to the wayside as I have been in the throes of morning sickness, but that's life. It goes on and laundry will be there when you're ready for it. So I'm just throwing together a little potion, if you will. It is baking soda, and then I add a little bit of essential oils to it, and I'm going to use that to sprinkle on my bedspread because apparently that cleans your bed. I don't know. But I used to make this concoction and sprinkle it on my carpets, and it would be really refreshing. It's like a carpet powder that you can buy from the store, but you can make it at home for much less. And It makes your house smell really good. It leaves your, carpets smelling nice and fresh. I use Eden's Garden essential oils, and they're really affordable. They are great quality. I mean, I don't really like use essential oils. I like to diffuse them. I like the smell, but other than that, that's all I know about them. So I decided to do something a little fun with this window cleaner. It's spring cleaning. And then I tried to make a little flower. It didn't really work out, but it's fine. Picasso, I like it so much. So I'm using this window cleaner, and typically I use a Norwex window cloth. And I'm sure you can use any window cloth that you can find on Amazon or whatever. But the wonderful thing about window cloths is that you don't need any chemicals. You don't need anything else other than water. And it cleans your windows, and it's fantastic. So that's what I typically use. And I like to use that especially with the kids when they're helping clean. Even though they like to have a spray bottle, I typically have a spray bottle just full of water. Sometimes I'll add some essential oils for them, and they, feel like they're really cleaning. But I do like that the kids can clean like chemical free with that stuff, and it actually does clean. It leaves the windows fine. But I bought this window cleaner because, I get influenced by all the cleaning gurus too. And I was like, okay, let me try. This stuff is so potent. Man, make sure a window is open. It is so strong. The spray I don't even know what it's called. It's like, I honestly, I couldn't tell you. But I saw it and I bought it and I have it. So I'm going to use it until it's done, and then it's whatever. I do enjoy the Method window cleaner. Oh, okay. So anyway, we're on to the rails. I really thought I would play I thought I'd play a song by now, but here I am yapping away. I don't know. I like to listen to people talk. So if you like that, welcome in. Okay. I'm cleaning these rails, and I like to do this. I feel like the most efficient way to do this is with the vacuum, and I just pop on an attachment and it picks everything up. Something got stuck in it today, so it was having trouble, but alas, we got it figured out, okay? All the dirt and grime and leaves just get sucked right up, and it really takes me just a couple of minutes. But since today is a super special spring cleaning day, I thought I would go above and beyond and use a super special product or machine that I also bought because I was influenced. I thought, you know what? I've been seeing people use this for a couple of years now, right? It's not like a super new thing, but I finally bit the bullet and I thought, okay, it does look cool. We can agree on that. Am I right? Would I get the same effects if I used just a spray cleaner and a rag? On something like this, I think so. It wasn't like super deep stains. It wasn't something that's been there for a long time or really hard and grimy. You know what I mean? So I'm sure there are instances where a product like this, it's the Bissel Steam Shot, something like this would probably be great. But for what I used it on, I don't know. I'm really eager to use that. I used it on a little bit of grout when I bought it a couple of weeks ago, and I shared that with you guys. And I was like, I don't know. Let me keep using it. So this is really only the second time I've used it. So the jury is still out. If you have one and love it, that's great. Again, I want to say it was, when I got it, I think it was on sale, like $35. So it isn't crazy expensive. It's just another tool to have in your house. I will say, like the steam, let's clean with the power of steam, okay? If that's not their slogan, they need to reinvent themselves. I'll be their spokesperson. It's okay. Could you imagine if I was anyone's spokesperson? They'd be like, no. Okay, anyway, it does look cool, Wizard of Oz style with all that steam. But was it necessary? Not for what I was doing, no. But it was different. And, when you're cleaning, sometimes you have to find new and exciting things, whether that's like cleaning products that smell good or whatever. So, that's what I did. I'm just testing out some new cool, I don't want to say inventions, but again, it's like a few years old. And also, cleaning with the power of steam has been around probably for decades. Like I've had my steam mop for such a long time. Speaking of steam mops, oh my gosh, you guys, I finally got something really cool. I got the mop and vacuum in one. Oh, I'm so excited to use that and share that with you. I'll talk more about it when I finally use it. So the railing looks great. Okay, moving on. I have stains like this all over my house because I have kids who spill things, who have messes on their hands and all over my walls. I actually, oh my gosh, I bought a wall cleaner too. I'll have to use that in my next, maybe I'll do like a second installment. I have to go upstairs. There are plenty of things that I did not get to in this video that I honestly thought I would get to. And then just exhaustion, pregnancy exhaustion and nausea got to me. And I was like, okay, I'm done for the day. So yeah, we'll get there when we get there. So there'll most likely be a second video because there are a lot of things that I want to clean. Moving on to my boudoir. Welcome to my bed. So apparently this is another thing that people really like to clean is their mattress. This is something that I don't think I've ever cleaned. I've never vacuumed it. I've never sprinkled it with baking soda to deodorize. I clean my sheets at least once a year. Okay, let's just go with that. It's fine. Some people are like, I clean my sheets once a week. That's awesome. I do not have my life put together enough for that. I clean them as much as I can, and that's all that I can say about that. Okay. So I'm sprinkling this stuff on, and I will say I let it sit here for a few hours while I went around and cleaned the rest of my house. But I will say every time I walked into my room, I could smell the lovely scent of essential oils. And one of my favorite essential oils that I buy from Eden's Garden is called, oh gosh, now I don't even remember, Sweet Orange. And when I was using that to make that powder, it brought me back because I used to have a yoga mat spray that I would just make. It was just like water I don't remember what it was. It's been a while since, those days of doing yoga every day. Speaking of yoga, look at those moves. Okay, I'm trying to open my windows. First of all, it was a beautiful day outside. Isn't that the loveliness of spring, right? Just to be able to open your windows. But I really did this because I knew I was going to use a harsh chemical in the shower and I just wanted good ventilation. Also, it was beautiful outside. I live in Florida. We don't get a lot of beautiful days in March and April. The previous week was really hot. I mean, like mid 80s, and I thought it was the end of, winter, spring. And then we had a cold front come in, hallelujah, and it's been lovely. I quite enjoy the cooler weather, so I had the windows open and took advantage of that. So I'm just showing you the before of my bathroom so you can see how I really live, like a slob. I live in squalor. Welcome to my channel. Nice to meet you. Okay. One of my absolute favorite go-to cleaning products, especially for the shower, bathroom, kitchen if you need it, is this Tilex mildew. What was it called? Mildew remover? Something like that. Horrible story. I got some in my eyes, I should say, several years ago when I was like 16 and working at Publix. It's a really long story. I'm not okay is the end of the story. I'm not okay. But the product is fantastic, so I continue to use it. I don't use it on the shower heads. I just wanted to show you a before picture of the hard water stains on my shower. Even though we have a water softener and well water, I find that, I do need to clean our shower heads. And I'm just using vinegar, and I'm letting the shower heads soak in vinegar. Anyway, so the Tilex, if you have like a lot of mildew buildup in your shower and you just cannot scrub it away, I promise you this Tilex mildew remover will get at it. If you have like black spots in your bathtub, because I know around the bathtub, guys, it can get real gross and dirty. Spray this stuff, let it sit for as long as you can handle, an hour, 2 hours, come back, and it literally rinses clean. Like you don't even have to scrub it unless it's really bad. Maybe you have to scrub it. But I used to just let it sit, forget about it, and come back. What's that one, like late night infomercial? Set it and forget it. Was that like the turkey roaster? Whatever it was. Okay. Anyway, let that Tilex mildew remover sit. Oh my gosh. It's like magic. I don't know what it's made of. It's got chemicals in it, so make sure your area is well ventilated and all that good stuff. I don't know. Okay, moving on to my bathroom vanity. It looks like this every day. Actually, it's not so bad. It accumulates when I am, busy with life. Hey, don't forget to hydrate, purifies the soul. Okay. And stuff just accumulates on my counter. I think did I show you the pile of garbage that I had on the counter? Yep. That was there. I did not have oh yeah. I'm pretty sure I showed you the basket that I got from Goodwill. And I don't remember how much it was, but it was like a little basket. And I thought, I need a garbage can for my bathroom. Picked it up. I don't know why how long have we lived here? A few months, 4 months now. And I don't have a garbage can for my bathroom. Yeah, that's a problem. I did have like a Target bag hanging, and I would just use that as a garbage bag. I'm easy to please, guys. I don't need the finer things in life. So, okay. I finally am an adult, and I have a garbage can in my bathroom. Nice to meet you. I'm moving up in the world, and it feels good to like have a place to put garbage and not have it accumulate on my bathroom counter. Oh, hey, you want to see a glamour shot? It's got to be from the 90s, early 90s. Hey, that's a little reminder I keep in my bathroom. Like, hey, Kim, you know you're a star. Shine bright, shine far, don't be shy, be a star. Yes. Hello, I'm a 90s kid. I will love 90s movies for the rest of my life, especially Disney ones. Okay, like the little made-for-TV movies, those were the ultimate. Okay, I feel like I got off track a little bit there. I was talking about garbage. Now I have my life together. And then I realized, oh man, you have to clean from top to bottom. So I went in again with this. Maybe I'll be able to see what the product is. I want to say Safeway or something, but that doesn't sound right at all. I did like to write an inspirational quote. Did anyone ever do this in like middle school, high school? Like put inspirational quotes around your room just as a reminder. Like if you don't remind yourself, who's going to do it? You know what I mean? Who is going to remind you to just do it and live? Who is going to remind you that you are enough if you don't do it yourself? Just do it and live. That's my motto in life. When I don't feel like doing something, I just say, Kim, just do it. And then move on with the rest of your life. Whether it takes, I don't know. Most of the time when I clean, I put on a timer, 20 minutes or whatever. When I was spring cleaning, I didn't. I just said, it's going to take a while. Okay, I had the expectation. I was cleaning for a few hours, several hours, as a matter of fact. And obviously, I'm pretty sure I took a break and ate. What did I eat? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. But I cleaned. Everything's looking nice and fresh. I wiped down all the bottles that I had on my counter, like all the beauty products that I have that I really don't use all of them because, I don't know, have you seen my skin? I should use them more often, but sometimes I wash my face with hand soap and call it a day. Good thing I don't have an esthetician looming over me. Okay, so I moved on to the bathroom, and you guys, okay, all right, here it is, the spring cleaning goodness. You might be looking at my toilet tank. Have you seen the inside of your toilet tank lately? I bet you it's not this bad. There is a story behind this of why it is so bad, but also clean your toilet tank. Why not? Does anyone else clean it on YouTube? I don't know. I'm sure someone has. But your toilet tanks can get pretty gross, and then the inside of your toilets can like also get gross because of it. So I'm just going in and cleaning it. If you noticed, there is a lot of gunk and crud in my toilet tank. When we first moved into this house, the water system, we have well water, or this house has well water. It has a well. And so there's well water in this house. And when we first moved in, every sink, when we took showers, it smelled like a dumpster. Like it smelled so bad. Not a dumpster. What are those things called? A porta potty. Yep. Smelled like a porta potty. Smelled so nasty. So it took about a week for us to say, we need to fix this. So we got like a new water system. We hired a company to like change the water system out, right? So everything's fine now. It's been fine since like a week after we moved in. But the very first thing the company did when they came in the house was they said, let me look inside your toilet tanks. And he opened this one and was like, yep, I don't need to look at the others. You definitely have I don't know what he called it, some like kind of bacteria. It happens when you have well water, apparently sometimes. So we just had to like get some things and whatever. So a couple months later, fast forward a few months, and here I am finally getting to cleaning out the toilet tank. So, you know, I knew it was going to be there waiting for me when I was ready to clean it. Okay. It wasn't making anything worse, but it certainly wasn't making anything better. So I bought this little scrubbing brush. It was like the MVP of the day, right? And if you can tell, it's like really taking this stuff and making it look brand spanking new. Well, almost anyway. As good as it can look, good enough is my motto. If it looks good, if it looks better than what it did, then that's good enough for me. So I got this little scrubby brush just from TJ Maxx or something. I have another one that I use for my carpets that is amazing. It's incredible. Whenever I have a stain on my carpet, I like scrub some carpet stain remover on it, and it is magic. It just I don't know what this brush is made of, unicorn hair or what, but it does. So I said, I need another brush like that. And it's just one with like really heavy, oh, I can't look at this. Oh, I looked up at the wrong time. You guys, I'm in the throes of morning sickness, so that just reminds me of some bad stuff. Anyway, I flushed the toilet and all of that gunk from the tank, like, oh, not a good time for me right now. I think I need to sip some hot cocoa. Hold up. As if looking in the toilet tank wasn't horrifying enough, and then that. All right, I apologize. I feel like I did cut most of it out, though. I don't know. Okay. So as you saw, maybe I showed you at the bottom of the toilet tank, more was there. So I just scrubbed that up too. I tried to turn the water off in this bathroom. Couldn't figure it out. I know it's easy. You just turn the knob. I was turning it left. I was turning it right. I feel like I turned it for about 5 whole minutes and it was not turning off. So I don't know. I held it. That's the before shot. Hopefully. Is that okay, yeah, that's that's the after shot. So I just held it up and scrub. Doesn't it look a million times better? Yep, happy about that. Now I can move on with my life, and I have 2 more toilet. No, I have the one upstairs. That one shouldn't be too bad. I feel like no one uses that much, but I don't know if the previous owners used it a bunch. So anyway, I've got a few more toilets to do. Haven't done them yet. We'll get there eventually. So 1 out of 4 is complete, and I can feel happy about that. Hey, speaking of artwork, I felt like this bathroom needed something because, you know, it's mostly just Alex and I that use it. But I thought, let me find something nice to put in here. So I was at the Goodwill the other day and I found this piece of artwork and I thought, oh, that's cute. Except for I suck at like hanging artwork and it's crooked. I used a level. The amount of time I spent trying to get everything right. Oh, God, I'm just so embarrassed. There's got to be an easier way. Please, can we just speak to these companies and just say, hey, can you just put one thing in the middle for me to hang? Because this like two nail hanging business, this is not my forte. Okay, the next one I have. Whoa! Yes, I found a treat. It wouldn't be a video if I didn't find chocolate, right? I don't know what I was doing in that closet. Oh, getting fresh towels. Oh, yeah. That's from Christmas. That's how long I've had that stash up there. I don't know where Alex got it, but it's something random, like 18 days of Reese's or something. I don't know. It's definitely been more than 18 days since Christmas, but I like to cherish every moment I have when it comes to chocolate. Okay, so I'm hanging this thing up, and again, it has like 2 hooks on it. Ugh, roll my eyes. This one I got from Home Goods. The other one I got from Goodwill in the bathroom, and I want to say I spent like $6 on it, but it's originally from Kirkland's, and the original price tag had $50 on it. Oh my gosh. This one was not $50, but it was more than $6. So there's that. I thought it was cute. I don't know. I'm not the best at decorating. I do my best. I try my best. I'll say that. So I'm just hanging some fresh towels, trying to make the space look nice. That's our laundry basket. Is it probably a bad idea to put our dirty laundry under clean towels? I feel like it's got a lid, so it's fine, right? I don't know. I don't know where else to put it. I'm thinking in my head, like, where else can I put it? I don't know. That works for me. I think it looks nice and fresh. So I'm just going to finish up the rest of my bathroom. I'm cleaning these, and I recently got a question. Oh my gosh, how do you keep those so clean? Which is so ironic because, like, no one ever asks me, how do you keep that so clean? Normally people are like, how does your house get so messy? Well, 4 kids and neglect. That's how it happens. We always get to it, though. It's really not a big deal. Anyway, someone asked me how I keep it clean. Really, the water doesn't splash on it that often, and I just clean it every once in a while with some window cleaner, and it's totally fine. So I used the scrub brush. I washed it, disinfected it, all that good stuff. I used the scrub brush on the head of the shower, and then tried to get some grime off of here. There wasn't much of it. Just wiped it down. Move on with your life. I'm wiping down the rest of the shower. I let the Tilex sit and do its job. And, I guess I will say, as if it goes without saying, I used like 12, how many? The green rags that I'm using came in a pack of, I want to say 12, maybe even 24. And I have 2 of those packs. So I went through a lot of them. It's not like that one that I'm using on my shower right now is the same one that I used on my toilet. Like, calm down. I know better than that. I'm not an idiot. Every day. I mean, I am an idiot, but not all the time. Just some of the time. All right. Now we're moving on to my favorite thing. My favorite thing, you guys. I've been waiting to talk to you about this. Oh, wow. Okay. So if you've been watching other cleaning channels, if you do that, if you watch them, listen, I watch them too. And I'm like, wow, they have all the gadgets, all the cool things. I have been eyeing a mop/vacuum for quite some time, right? It's been in my Amazon cart, save for later. I keep doing it. I keep looking at it, reading reviews, and looking at the price tag is what was getting me. That price tag. And I found this one from Target. It was on sale, but it was still, I want to say like $215. So it is not cheap. I have a vacuum. I have a steam mop. Do I need this? And I just kept saying, Kim, you don't need it until clearly I bought it. So what pushed me over the edge? One of our cousins, and now I'm kind of mad at her now because she's had it for a year. And I told her, how come you only just now told me about it? So I was at Target and she was, I don't know how we got talking. Moms, they just talk about random stuff. We talked about she has this Bissel Crosswave, I think it was what it's called. And she was raving about it, and this is not someone who raves about cleaning products or nicer things in life. She was like, Kim, it changed my life. And I trusted her. I said, oh my gosh, if you're talking about it like this, I guess I'm going to try it out. And it did push me over the edge to get it. So I finally picked it up. I was at Target, FaceTimed her, and I said, is this the one you have? And we were talking about it. And she's like, Kim, just do it. Don't even think about it. You won't regret it. I said, fine. If it's not up to your standards, up to my standards, you're never going to hear the end of it. Okay? You guys, I cleaned the bathroom, and you saw just that little space got up that much dirt. What? Unbelievable. You're going to see way more because I end up doing it. Oh my gosh, if I could rave about this product. It does carpets and hardwood, #non-spawns. And it's just like a click of the button where you can say, I'm on hardwood now, hard floors, and it cleans and it dispenses the right amount of liquid. And then when you're on the carpet, it doesn't leave your carpet sopping wet, but it dispenses just a little bit more water to be able to clean your carpets a little bit. Is it a deep clean? No, not of your carpets. If you want to deep clean your carpets, you're probably going to need a really nice carpet cleaner, which we also have. So I thought, I have do you know what I mean? I have a vacuum, I have a steam mop, I have a carpet cleaner, but this product is all in one. Oh, did you see my dishes? I just looked. Yeah, so side note, when my kids put dishes away, love them so much. I know that they're doing their best and they're short. So they just stack them up and they reach as high as they can. So often I have to go in and just kind of like rearrange. And I know some people put their dishes, especially for their kids, lower. But I was talking to a parent the other day and he was like so annoyed. He's like, I don't know why we did this because now I have to bend over whenever my kids need something, want me to get them food. So anyway, our dishes are where they are and they're going to stay there because that's what works for us. So I just rearranged the dishes a little bit. Oh my gosh. Okay, so hold up on the spin wave or crosswave, the Bissel mop, because I'll talk about it more because I use it more. But this oven of mine, or not oven, what is that? A stove? Yes, Kimberly, that is a stove. Okay. I bought this, what was it called? Power paste? I don't know. Scrubby Daddy. So I was going to buy just the scrubby sponge, and I want to say it was like $6 or $7. But then the paste with the sponge was $10. And I got mine from Target. I just picked it up on a Target run. And I've never used this before. But again, people are talking about it. It's like making its way on social media. Apparently, it's all the rage. It's more of a natural product. So it was harder than I thought it would be. Like the actual product itself is very stiff. So I added a water to my sponge. Oh, the sponge itself can be very stiff as well, which is good because if you have like a hard surface that you're trying to clean, you want like that really stiff sponge to be able to get that stuff up. So I just added water to the sponge and to the actual like paste itself, just so I could get some of it out. And it worked great. Is it like the, unicorn dust and fairies? No, but it's like a cleaning product and it's $10. So if you're looking for a cleaning product to use, I think it's so cute. It's got a smiley face on it. Apparently there are two types of these, Scrubby Mommy and Scrubby Daddy. And now that I'm thinking, I don't know the difference because Scrubby Mommy, I was told, has like a soft side and a hard side. So maybe because we can be soft and hard, right? We need to be both a disciplinary and comfort. That's how I remembered it in my head. Those little memory tools, right? But then someone said the Scrubby Daddy, it was all hard. So maybe I have a Scrubby Mommy. I don't know. You guys, I don't know, man. I just bought this and that's what came with it and I'm using it. I quite enjoyed it. Yeah. And even though it's white, it like didn't stain, which I was surprised. So I don't know. I give this like 5 stars if I were to rate anything in life. 5 out of 5. Sure, why not? I don't know. So it cleaned my oven quite well. I'm sure that paste could also clean other things, your shower, your sink, your whatever you want to clean with it. I said oven again. I just cleaned my stove. I have not cleaned my oven, nor do I have plans to clean my oven because I can't be the only one who like dreads cleaning their oven. Although I do enjoy, I have that oven cleaner Easy Off, and that works wonders. And it's kind of like really hands off. You just spray it, you set it and forget it, and then you walk away. So that's what I do anyway. I walk away. Most of the cleaning that needs to be done in my house, I look at it and I just walk away because that's what we do at Kim's Cleaning Service at your service. Man, I should open a business right there. Okay, I took the knobs off of this thing and did my best because that's what other people do. They take the knobs off so you can get really under there. And I don't know, you guys, this stove has been cleaned so much that you can't even really tell like the high and low on the knobs when I'm cooking something. I have no idea. I just guess. I'm like, I think this is high. That was did I show you a before and after? There it is. Okay. Moving on to the dishes. Yes. Here it is. Everyday messes right here. And everyday lunches. Everyone typically empties their lunchbox. Wentworth just left his there for today, which is fine. And oh my gosh, it's spring break. Happy spring break if you're on spring break. I feel like Florida maybe takes theirs a little earlier than other people. But if you're on spring break and enjoying life, I hope you're having a good time. You know what? This year and the past year, the weather during our spring break has not been ideal. I mean, it's ideal for me, not ideal for the beach. A little too cold for the beach for me. I know northerners come down and, they're like, this is great, 50 degrees. It's like 68 degrees right now, and no freaking way I'm going in the water, okay? Some people don't go in the water at the beach anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, I'm cleaning my sink. I showed you the, what is it called? Molly's. Oh, hold on. Well, I just looked back and I forgot it already. Crap, are you kidding? Molly's Suds Sink Scrub. Say that 20 times fast. 20 times? That's a bit extreme. Okay, I love this stuff. I've loved it for years. I think it's incredible. Does it do like the best job cleaning my sink? I don't know. I've never really used anything else. But the scent of this, it's more natural, first of all. Second, it's local to me, which I love, supporting a local business. And it smells like Fruit Loops. I think technically the scent is lemon, maybe citrus. But it smells like Fruit Loops. I don't care what anyone says. It's like the perfect amount of citrus and youth. I very much enjoy it. And every time I clean my sinks, it is a treat. And I kind of use this stuff sparingly because I enjoy the scent so much. And it does linger a little bit in your sink, which is quite nice. So I really enjoy using that. I get mine from Thrive Market. Oh, by the way, this video is sponsored. I'm just kidding. I do love Thrive Market too, but you can get it. I'm sure they have a website. Okay, so my kitchen is clean. Oh, doesn't that feel so good when you have a clean kitchen? I feel like the kitchen is the heart of the home, and when the kitchen is clean, kind of the rest of the house kind of falls in place, right? So typically that's the first place that I clean, but I didn't want to bore you because I'm sure you guys have seen me clean my kitchen a ton. So I just wanted to do the other stuff first. And I left my living room for this point in the journey. I don't know. And I'm just picking up all the toys. Honestly, how have I not played a song for you yet? You know what? I just like hanging out with you. Okay, that's all I want to do. All I want to do is have some fun with you. Have some fun with you is the major goal here. Okay, so I'm just cleaning up. That is a planter basket that I put all the toys in that need to go upstairs. I don't know how all the toys just migrate down here. Keep the toys in the playroom, kids. Okay? Keep them out of my living space. Mostly because this is the first room that people walk into. Oh, we need to address the couches. Okay, I get a lot of questions about this. This is the first space that people walk into when they see our home. So, I mean, obviously they know we have kids and there's going to be toys and mess. It's whatever. But I would like it to be picked up a little bit more than what it was. So the couches. Yes, we ordered new couches before we moved into the house. They were here a couple weeks after we moved in. It was a sectional, and it was the most atrocious thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So we had to pay a restocking fee. We got them from, Cane's is where we got them from. And so we had to pay a restocking fee, and we ordered different couches that look pretty much similar to the ones that we have. Our couches are crusty and musty, and it's whatever. But back in November, we ordered new ones. Apparently, they will be in May. So fingers crossed, okay? We'll see. You know what? Honestly, I'm not holding my breath. I know everything's on back order. It's whatever. They're couches and we sit on them and it's really no big deal. Before we moved, I thought it was such a big deal. Oh, I don't want to host, Thanksgiving and have people over for all the birthdays and Christmases with our ugly brown crusty couches. But you know what? Literally, it's fine. It's whatever. They're couches. Okay, so now I'm using this Bissel vacuum again. Oh my gosh, the amount of joy I have for this thing. I've used it every day since I've had it. The other day I vacuumed and mopped Wentworth's floors. It saves so much time. I can't even express to you how much I like this. I don't think I can because, like I've said before, yes, I do have the other tools to use. But to have something that is all in one, it's not all, it's 2 in 1. It vacuums and mops. but it actually works. I think is why I'm so surprised. Because when I bought this, I was like, oh, okay, I'm sure I'm going to have to vacuum and then use this as a mop. But no, guys, it picks stuff up. So I'm going to show you a close-up of something in a second, and you're going to really see up close and personal what it really does. And this carpet, I will say, we've only had it rolled out in our living room for a couple of months. So we've not had it for a very long time. It clearly doesn't even look filthy, dirty, whatever. But, I have there's a charger that is stuck in it right now, which was really bad. I said, but if that tells you the amount of suction that this thing has, it sucked up the cable. Okay. Anyway, this carpet, not that filthy, but when I show you the amount, the water tank at the end, I'm sure I showed it in a preview clip. Gross, like puke worthy. Oh my God, I thought, this is what our floors are like. I couldn't believe it. So I've had a field day with this machine going around cleaning. I mean, honestly, when I got my steam mop probably 10 years ago, maybe 8 to 10 years ago, I had so much joy when I found that, and I was going around steam mopping my house every day, and I thought, this is fantastic. Is this what cleaning is like? You could see, the progress. Okay, so here is a big mess. That is like caked on, been there for a week, have not, and honestly, it's probably been there for more than a week. I don't know what it is. There's crap on the floor, Pringles or whatever that is, chips, crumbs, and the mess. You guys, couple swipes, picked it all up. My mind is blown. I could not even believe. I said, what? Look, if you can kind of see, the stain is like pretty much gone. I was just trying to get it like real close up to the wall as much as I could. Unbelievable. Okay? And obviously there are still going to be some marks because like a steam mop, you can't like use your pressure and get in there. Look, this is the after. And there are going to be marks on your floor where you're like, oh, it's not coming up or whatever. There was a mark that I thought was a stain, but it was really just part of the floor. Anyway, sometimes I would have to like go down there and like scrape it with my nail or whatever. But for the most part, it got everything up. And I just love it. I can't rave about it enough. I went through, bing, bang, boom, vacuumed. Before, it would take me, gosh, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes to sweep. And then 10, 15 minutes to steam mop. And then 10, 15 minutes to vacuum. Well, really not 15 minutes because we don't have that many rugs. But it would take me time to like get the vacuum, bring it out. So you know what I mean? Like 3 different products. It would take me an afternoon. Oh gosh, there it is. There it is. Are you kidding me right now? That is so gross. Like, you could see the dirt that it picked up, the sand, all the stuff floating up top. It looks like worms. It's not. I don't know what it is. Debris. And then the color of the water, you guys, that's what we were walking on. It's just like unreal. So anyway, what was I talking about before that? How much of a time saver this thing is. So anyway, I mean, listen, you guys know I don't push product. I don't like sell a bunch of, you know what I mean? Like that's not what I'm all about. And I know it is pricey. I know. Listen. I know. I know. I did not want to buy. When I tell you this thing has been sitting in my Amazon cart, not this specific one. I think it was like Tinco or something. It's been sitting in my Amazon cart for months and months. And so I could never bite the bullet because I was like, I don't want to. So let me tell you, if you have been like me and like on the edge, like, should I get it? Should I not get it? Try it out. And then if you don't like it, listen, almost every store now, you can return stuff. So like if you don't like it, just return it. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to play some music for you right at the end here. And really there's plenty more to clean. But I'm going to sip on my hot cocoa before it gets cold. And let me find a good jam for you. A good royalty-free jam. You guys know if I'm picking one, I'm picking one of my favorites. This is Human After All by Ezra Homewood. And you guessed it, I'm Casey Kasem.
Time flies, close your eyes. Imagine you could see everybody else's dream. What a comfort it would be.
I know you know the words.
All along, standing strong, the way it ought to be. But you can never walk alone on your way to being free. We're only human after all.
Spring cleaning.
Nothing could make us fall apart.
Get ready, here it comes. Hey!
I'm ready to answer for what I've done wrong in my life. It's nothing, I promise. It's not enough to make you cry. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Yeah, it's not that big a deal when I think about it now. We should never be afraid to believe in it somehow. 'Cause we're only human after all. Nothing can make us fall apart. Whoa. I'm ready to answer for what I've done wrong in my life. It's nothing, I promise. It's not enough to make you cry. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. We're only human. We're only human. We're only human after all. We're only human. We're only human. We're only human after all. Hear me when I say I'm ready to answer for what I've done wrong in my life. It's nothing, I promise. It's not enough to make you cry. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. We're only human. We're only human after all. At the end of the day, we're only human. We're only human after all.
Man, that jam is just so good every time. It hits me right where I need it to. I have clearly moved my way into the laundry room to work on some laundry. So the night before this, Alex went in there and folded, I think just mostly towels, maybe stacked some of his shirts up. So I put the towels away. And now I'm just sorting all the rest of the clothes. And I hear you, Kim, you need to get your kids to help you. If you think that I don't make my kids clean, you have never talked to them, because they'll be the first ones to tell you that life is so unfair and they clean way more than any of their friends. Yes, of course, we have them do laundry. We have them clean. Sometimes life gets busy and we prioritize, having them do fun things rather than cleaning. And that's okay sometimes. And they'll get to it. Like, I just sorted the clothes and they'll put them away. I don't put them away for them. Well, I do for Meredith, and I help Wentworth sometimes. But for the most part, they put their clothes away and it's fine. Sometimes they do laundry, a whole load start to finish. And that's what life is like. Okay, sometimes life just needs a mother's touch. That's what Alex calls it. When he'll clean for literally 2 hours, and then I'll come in and he'll say, "Man, how do you make it look so good in this short amount of time when, I clean the same amount of area and take forever?" And I just say, it's a mother's touch. Okay? Because there's no other explanation. Look at that. Is the laundry done? I think it is. I think it's all folded in the piles, ready to be put away. Oh, here's a progress shot for you. Of course, I had to light that candle, Linen Breeze. I wish I could have lit it the whole time without catching the whole laundry room on fire, because there were so many things in here. It's always my goal to stay on top of laundry, but that's probably 3 weeks in the making. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying not to let mom guilt come over me, because I have not been feeling well with morning sickness. And, messes happen and you get on top of it, and sometimes it's clean, sometimes it's not, and life goes on. And that's all I have to say about that. Moving on, cleaning the rest of my laundry room. I wiped down the counters, and now I'm cleaning the floors with my favorite utensil ever invented. But for the most part, that's it. I want to thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me and cleaning with me, keeping me company while I clean around my house, even though what I actually wanted to do was nothing. What I wanted to do was lay in bed and eat some Quaker oatmeal squares. But I appreciate you and your time and your friendship, and I hope I motivated you to at least get one thing done around your house. One thing I'll say, if you've made it to the end, I did buy a new mic. Just bought one off Amazon because I realized how poppy this one is, and it's just old. Alex tried to fix it. It's from his old business, and it's 11, 12 years old. So anyway, if you want to subscribe, put a little happy in your day. I'll see you next time. Bye. Welcome to my boudoir. Yes, you might be thinking, wow, have I entered a hoarder house? Well, kind of. I don't know. There's different levels, right? That is stuff that I bought and I'm waiting to film a haul for, like, what's in my kids' Easter baskets. And then that I just went to the Goodwill, and then that I don't have an explanation for. We slept in the bed, I guess is my explanation. Mess happens. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, I'm getting a new desk today, which is why we're starting in my bedroom. I don't typically clean my bed. Do you see this corner? Okay, we'll get to that. I'm really excited about my new desk because this one is basically falling apart. And I thought to myself, Kim, just buy a new desk. Because, initially I was waiting until I moved into the office. I was like, oh, you can live with this decrepit desk that's basically falling apart and might crush your feet one day and break your legs. And then I've been scrolling Facebook Marketplace. I couldn't really find a desk. So then I found one for $15 dang, and I couldn't even believe it. Like, people don't want to sell a used toothbrush on Marketplace for $15. Do you know? Like, I spend $15 on grapes. $15 is nothing for a piece of wood. Like, it's not the best quality desk. It's not my forever desk, but it is a desk and it is not broken, so it is good enough for me. So you'll see that eventually. Right now, I'm just cleaning off my dresser, and I felt like whenever people would come over or peek into my room or need somewhere to nurse their baby or whatever, I'd be like, oh my gosh, you can't go in my room because you're gonna, make judgments about me, and things are like, why does this girl have Target bags all over? Anyway, it's fine. I am who I am. Nice to meet you. My name is Kim. And I hoard bags so I can film haul videos, and it's kind of a weird job. Okay? Okay. So, I mean, really, it just took me 5 minutes to figure out a discreet place to put them, and it's totally fine. That's why I have this, like, large cabinet. It's like a vintage armoire in my bedroom. This was not my forever setup for our bedroom. I mean, the bed is great where it is, whatever, but I don't know. Interior decorating is not my strong suit. I do my best, but typically it takes a lot of going on Pinterest, a lot of pins, a lot of thought, a lot of effort when I redo a space. Like, eventually I'll move that armoire that I showed you earlier, it's like weird and brown. I plan on painting it, and I don't know if I'll ever get to that. I've got these big plans to do things. And then I find out at the end of the day, I'm like, how is it nighttime already? I just need more hours in the day. You know what I mean? They say Beyonce has the same amount of hours in the day as you, but that's not true, okay? It's just not. She's got nannies and she's got help, and I'm just over here, doing my best. And that's all I can do. I'm okay with it. I'll get to it eventually. Maybe when the kids are, what do they call it? Maybe when I'm an empty nester, that's when I'll paint it. It's totally fine. I have the rest of my life to get my house in order. That's what I tell myself anyway. Oh, here I am using the Bissel. This thing, as I shared in my previous cleaning video, magic. Love it so much. It vacuums, sweeps, and mops all in one, and it satisfies me, and it saves so much time, and I adore it. I'm not a person who enjoys certain cleaning products. I like the smell of certain cleaning products, whatever, but I've never been the kind of person to say, this is a must-have. But I'm telling you right now, if you've been thinking about getting one, it's time to bite the bullet. Yes, I'm missing 2 knobs on my dresser. Don't ask me where they went. We lost them in the move, just like the desk broke in the move. I don't even know if I explained that. The desk broke in the move. It's an IKEA desk. We've had it for, I don't know, probably 6-ish years. So I feel like it did, run its course, for an IKEA piece of furniture. Which, I mean, some of our pieces from IKEA have lasted 10 plus years. I don't know. And I do not want to talk about this carpet tape that I'm trying to figure out. I was about to lose my dang mind. People make it look so easy. Oh, just get some carpet. This legitimately took me at least 20 minutes to do this. I kept getting it wrong. And this thing was like hot super glue. It wasn't hot at all, but it was like super glue stuck to my floor. And then did you see the little bubble I made in my carpet? Isn't that great? Thank you so much. I don't even know if it's working still. It's been a couple days. I should probably go check on that. People, it's like certain parts of our carpet, people just kick up, And I'm like, why are you doing that? And it's so weird because almost everyone who comes over our house, not everyone, but almost everyone, if they're sitting on our couch, they like put their feet under the carpet. Does anyone do that in your house? They put their feet under the area rug, under the carpet. I'm like, what are you doing? Wait, you're messing up my carpet. I'm about to just tape down the whole perimeter so no one can do that. Kids, I can understand, but adults do it too. I'm like, what are you doing? Get your feet from under the carpet. Anyway, that's my little, I have a whole running list of pet peeves on my phone. First of all, nice to meet you. My name is Kim, and this is a cleaning video, but I don't really talk about cleaning very much. If you haven't noticed, it's like podcast style. I do watch other cleaning videos, and they're like, oh, and now I'm cleaning this. But I feel like if you're watching me, you pretty much know what I'm doing, unless I'm using a specific product or brand. I'll share that with you if something special comes up. Most of the time, just using regular, ordinary, everyday kind of things to match me. Because I'm regular and ordinary and everyday kind of gal. So I hope you're here for that. So anyway, here's my junk drawer. Yeah, I can't even open it. Do you guys have drawers like this? There was a pack of, 9-volt batteries that was preventing it from opening. There's always something preventing this drawer from opening. So I thought, today's the day, Kim. You're going to tackle this junk drawer. Oh, by the way, I have 2 junk drawers in my kitchen. I should specify the location because elsewhere in my house, I have plenty of other areas that I like to store junk. I keep reminding myself, we only moved in a few months ago. It will take time to figure out a spot where everything will go, right? It just doesn't happen overnight. Rome was not built in a day. And like I said, I have the rest of my life to figure it out. But it is nice to have things nice and organized and tidy. So I thought today's the day I'm going to tackle this bad junk drawer. The other junk drawer is mostly just artwork, kids' artwork. And I think I have trivets in there. That's basically it. Maybe some Christmas cards that I need to throw away. But this is the bad one. This is like, why is half of this stuff in here? I made a garbage pile, and the majority of stuff that was in the junk drawer was literally junk. Like garbage, ready for the trash can, and then the rest of it is batteries. Oh, and then I guess you can have it in 3 categories. Batteries, junk, aka garbage, and what's the third one? Oh, tools, which we have 2 designated tool drawers in my laundry room because that's where I store, I call them my tools, which Alex still gets into them. I bought tools from IKEA. Like, they're inexpensive. I feel like they get the job done. They're very ordinary, everyday, generic kind of tools. You know what I mean? Because that's the kind of gal I am, right? So I bought these tools and I thought, these are mine. Keep your crusty paws off of them, Alex. But you know what he does? He takes them anyway. I got a drill, I got a hammer, just the typical things. I have drywall screws and drywall thingies and nails and all these kind of tidbits. And it's all organized because that's how IKEA rolls. And I love them so much. So I keep them in a designated spot. Well, since I keep them organized and in a designated spot, Alex always knows where they are. Whereas his tool bench in the garage, he's still working on. Okay, we'll just give him that. He's still getting things situated and organized out there in the garage, which, you know, will come in time. But if he needs something in a pinch, he knows where I keep my things, so he grabs them. And sometimes he doesn't put them back, which is exactly why I bought my own tools to begin with. Okay, keep your hands off of them. Thank you so much. Anyway, it's totally fine, actually. But since I have those drawers in the laundry room, short story long, I took the tools out of this junk drawer in my kitchen, which worked out great in our last house because I didn't have a drawer in the house where I could keep, you know, a screwdriver if I needed it in a pinch, or, you know, whatever else I had in there. So a box cutter, which would have came in real handy when we were moving in. But I could not find a single box cutter. Come to find out, we have like 15. I couldn't find. They were all packed in boxes. Isn't it ironic? But doesn't that look beautiful? Have you ever seen such a beautiful sight? So pretty. Have you ever seen a prettier junk drawer? Because I have not. Look at the empty space, the void, the white, the, you know, space to grow is what I call it, because eventually it will get filled up. And these are all the tools that were in there. Like 700 Allen wrenches. I should probably go through those and pare it down, but I didn't. I just popped it all in one place and threw it right in the laundry room to deal with at a later time. And now I've moved on. Oh my gosh, by the way, did you see my filthy kitchen? So I told you initially my plan was to do a, where did I go? To do a deep clean, another spring cleaning video. And then you can't deep clean when there's, you know, normal, everyday, ordinary, average messes around. So I've had to deal with that first. And I figured, well, I'll just film that, because what do people call these days? A complete disaster. This is just like a Tuesday, okay? So anyway, I should say, because I will get the comments, oh my God, why does your house look like that? Or whatever, okay? It's fine. Messes happen. I have kids. They help me clean, yes. But also, I've been very sick, so I have not been on top of anything. And when I tell you I have not been on cleaning anything, I'm telling you, like, today is one of the first days that I've been feeling okay. I feel like I finally have a good vitamin regimen. I feel like I'm finally coming out of the first trimester, even though I think technically I've been in the second trimester. I don't know. I get morning sickness pretty bad. I'm finally coming out of it a little bit. I mean, I still have like half a day where I'm exhausted and can barely stand up because I'm like dizzy and stuff. It won't last forever is what I tell myself. But short story long, that is why my house looks the way it does. Like, I don't have a morning routine where I throw in a load of laundry and I don't do the dishes every morning when I wake up. Because I wake up, get the kids ready for school, pack their lunches, and then when they're off to school, I'm like, because Alex drives them to school now because he's helping out, and I just sit on the couch. I'm like, I can't stand up any longer. I'm gonna pass out. So I just give myself time to kind of recoup for the day. And I feel like this is a season of life. And sometimes I get on myself and I think, Kim, like, you know, you got to be productive, because typically I am a very productive person. But when I'm pregnant, like, the life gets sucked out of me. I can't even explain it to you. But it's like my body doesn't know how to function anymore on its own because it's like busy creating a life. And sometimes I'm like, Kim, get on top of it. Like, come on, just get up. But I cannot will myself to get up. Like, it's a different type of tired. So anyway, if you have any questions about, oh, this girl, that's why my house got the way it is. and it's fine. Like, it's just a mess. And this is kind of deep cleaning, the garbage, because I don't clean this every time I clean the kitchen. Like at nighttime, you know, when the lights are off and the kids are in bed and you clean your kitchen and you just sit back and light a candle and you admire it and you're like, wow, this is so nice. This is not a place I clean, even on that night, okay? I think this is the first time I've cleaned it since we've moved into this house. Did you see how disgusting it was? Grody, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're moving upstairs. I'm not sure if I've ever showed you this area. When we moved in, I kind of just shoved everything in the cupboard. These are the board games. And I initially came up here just to deal with the board games because I have something special for you. I showed you the drawers, but I didn't get to them. Yes, here it is. Here it is. If you feel bad about your mess no longer, you do. How does that sentence complete itself and not become a fragment? I can't even show you that room yet, but I will. Don't worry. I always show you the monsters in my closet. Yeah, so that. Okay. Well, there's always an explanation, okay? Not that I feel like I need to give it to you, but here it is anyway. When my kids play on their own, the playroom, I like to say, doesn't look like this bad. I really don't think it does. Yes, they make a mess, whatever. They dump toys out. But if it's my kids, it's definitely, it has never been this bad. I'll say that. But it was spring break. They had a lot of friends over. A lot of these friends were younger. And like I said, I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't staying on top of it. I don't think I've come up here in weeks, if I'm being quite honest with you. So like I said, initially I came up here just to deal with the board games because for probably a year now, I've seen people buy these bags off of Amazon and put their board games in these bags, the bags that I just picked up. Oh, by the way, don't forget to hydrate. It purifies the soul. I went through a lot of water while I was doing this stuff. Keep hydrated, and that helps my blood. It really does. Because my body's producing a lot of extra blood, and I need the added hydration. Anyway, so let me tell you this. I was going through the board games, and I thought, this isn't that bad. I don't want to use these bags. I don't know. It kind of seems dumb. I bought them anyway, and I was like, I don't know. So I brought them up here thinking, I don't think I'm going to use them. And then, as you can see, I started using them. I didn't put every single game, it's like the matching games. And I could go back because there are a lot of bags that come in the set that you buy off of Amazon. And I can't remember how many, but it's a dang lot of them. So I thought, oh, most of the games won't fit. And, you know, the Sorry board game, that won't fit. What else? Monopoly is too big. But as you can see, a lot of the games did fit. And I'm hesitant to say it saved a lot of space because I'm not sure it did. I don't know. And here's why I don't really know, because I kind of just shoved them back in the cupboard. My plan was, because under those cabinets, there's a shelf. I don't have any pegs for the shelf. And Alex ran to Lowe's to buy pegs, but they only sell like 5mm pegs, 3mm pegs. These are like, I don't know, 0.5 millimeter peg. It's probably like 1 or 2. But yeah, we have to order some off of Amazon. So we haven't ordered them yet. So since we haven't ordered them, they haven't come in yet. I digress. I did not get to like really organizing under there, but I do feel like I made a step in the right direction because I put the games into the bags. And I will say that when Alex came up just to like check on me and stuff, he said, because he didn't know what I was doing up here, he was like, oh my gosh, that's a really good idea that you did that. Because the board games, you know, when kids like rip open board games, or if they're looking for a certain one and they're all stacked and, you know, Jenga'd on top of each other, they might not, you know, be able to find, oh, there it is. Oh, a bunch of cards. Yes. Oh, there it is. There's another thing when kids are looking for card games and they're not like paired well together. It's just, it becomes a jumbled mess. And really, I want to say this was this was Meredith's doing probably a year ago, and I'm just haven't gotten to it. And I mean, maybe less than a year, but she just dumped them all out and she thought she was having the time of her life, and I just let her go. I said, this is a yes time, okay? If this gives me 10 minutes and you're just going to make them, that's fine. Sometimes you just let it go, right? Sometimes you just need the 10 minutes and it's not worth it. So let me finish my statement. I have yet to organize them underneath. Jenga pieces when they're looking for a game. I feel like this is easier for them to filter through. They can just look for the games. And I did cut the, tops of the boxes in the bags so they know what they're looking for, so they can like see it. Do you know what I mean? Was that satisfying to watch me separate all those Uno cards? Isn't it so cool that, something can take me an hour, but in the YouTube world, it literally takes 2 minutes. Gotta love that. 20 fast speed. It really didn't take that long. And actually, I quite enjoy tedious things like that, like doing something tedious and repetitive. Maybe that's the right word to use. I used to be a pharmacy tech, and part of that job is, counting pills. So I would, count 5 at a time or whatever, but it would be, I don't know, hundreds, thousands of pills at a time. Not for one single person, but when you're filling a ton of orders. And that was my favorite part of the job. Just like counting pills, putting them in, label, good to go, put them back. Do you know what I mean? Like very repetitive work, and I like stuff like that. So I quite enjoyed the cards. Why do I have 5 stacks of Uno cards? I'll never know. But I will tell you, and you might be proud of me, that I got rid of some. Okay? I only kept 2. And I kept thinking, well, why am I keeping 2? I don't know. I just am. Leave me alone. Okay? So I kept 2 Uno games and then probably another card game. And I got rid of the other one because it did not have 52 or even 50. Wow, I cleaned that whole bathroom and didn't say anything about it. I feel like I'm behind on my words. Let's just kick this stuff off is what I felt. I said, man, this place is a mess. This place is a complete disaster. Let's clean it up. I was particularly, okay, hold on. Let me finish the bathroom thought. There's no space in that bathroom. Man, I should slow these clips down so I have more time to talk with what I'm doing, but then the video would be so long. Okay, there was no space for me to put that bathroom thing, the soap. So I had to put it in the other soap dispenser. Anyway, that's a short story long of what you saw me doing. And then I took that tower out of the bathroom you see on the left there. I'm pointing at it like you're right next to me. I took that tower out. There was a big discrepancy on Instagram. I thought, what am I going to do with this? I've had that tower for, 12, 13 years, maybe more than that. And I love it. It was like one of the first pieces of, decor that I bought as a married couple. And so I feel like I'm emotionally attached to it. I eventually bring it out to our back patio there. What is that called? When it's, a balcony. I bring it out there and I thought, maybe I'll just put succulents on it, right? Because I don't know where else to put it, but it definitely did not work in that bathroom space. It was too tall. It blocked the hand towel. I just felt like it kind of blocked everything. So that little stool that I put in the bathroom really worked out. Put a little basket of hand towels, and then I bought that thing from Goodwill where it stores the toilet paper. You know what I mean? It just all came together. Not in one day, because we've been here for months, but eventually it came together. Was that the first time I opened the back door? Man, the breeze outside. When I tell you when I was filming, beautiful. Well, today's beautiful too. Man, I know why everyone wants to move to Florida. Oh, bon appetit. I guess I wanted a hot dog real bad. I was cleaning at this point for hours. And I already took a break to eat before this. I took a break to eat after this. I feel like I eat every hour on the hour, which is nice now that I can keep food down. So I think I'm really taking advantage of that. Anyway, so I'm cleaning. What was I saying before this? About wanting a hot dog real bad. I don't know. Anyway, so I'll tell you about cleaning up this playroom. So like I've said, we've had a ton of people over and we had people spend the night one night, like in this chaos. I had no idea. Not that they cared. They were fine. They stayed in the other room and I don't think it was that big of a mess when they were in there. But that's what all those blankets were for. And so I was just tossing them over so we can get them washed and then I'll put them back up in the closet in here. But I was cleaning this place up and I had a lot of thoughts going through my head. Like sometimes when you start I say rage cleaning, and then you're like, what? Does no one know where the garbage is? Why did someone dump this out? Oh my gosh, the kinetic sand on the table. I don't even get me started. That pink stuff on that white table. There was pink stuff on the, like under that Beauty and the Beast, one of those, not cabinets. What is that called? Countertop over there? Kinetic sand. But it was like generic, and I feel like they meshed it with water. It was staining everything. It got everywhere. Alex cleaned up the mess. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about this. All right, well, I'm just throwing some stuff away, and one bag is recyclable. It is. And then the other bag was garbage. And this is when I was finally like, okay, Kim, nose to the grindstone. We got to get this done. No more lollygagging around. I got my hot dog in me, had some energy. Time to get to work. Oh man, this table. Okay. Oh, there's a lot to say. So someone came over, a child, and they were playing upstairs, and we let them, this is like their yes space, okay, where they get to make forts with the pillows, and they get to run around and be loud and do what they want. You know what I mean? This is their yes room. This is their playroom where they're allowed to make a mess. Yes, for the majority of the time, our kids help us clean. This is not normal. The amount of mess right now is not normal. So that's why I said, okay, I'll clean this time. Okay. It wasn't initially my plan, but once I got up there, I said, this needs a mother's touch. So someone got into a box I had of gifts. They were left over from Christmas, but I could use Christmas gifts for birthday gifts, for literally anything next year. So they got into the kinetic sand and decided it was a great idea to dump it everywhere. This stuff was on the floor, which really isn't bad because it vacuums right up, unless you mix it with water. Wait, what's that movie? Say hello to my little friend. That is one of Wentworth's. That was a horrible impersonation, by the way. Just don't judge me for that. How have I not? I'm so sorry. I'm bad at playing music because then I just feel like, when am I going to get to talk to you? I don't know. So you'll be fine. So Wentworth got that humongous thing for Christmas. It's like one of his favorite toys. It's 5 times the size he is. He enjoys it thoroughly. So the kinetic sand stained the table. Couldn't get it off. I used a scrub brush. Some of it came off, but it was stained. And those tables aren't great quality. It's whatever. Like I said, I had a lot of thoughts running through my head. And this was my final thought, okay? Because I could take you through the whole process, but I don't have hours. I just have a little bit more time with you, okay? So they got into a box full of Christmas stuff. They found kinetic sand, and you know what else they found? Chocolate coins. Yes, many chocolate coins. So all I can envision is like, I don't know how many kids up here, 100 kids up here running around, cracked out on chocolate coins, just having the time of their life. And that was my final thought. Like, the kids that were here, I hope they had an absolute blast, right? Because that's all I can hope. I just hope that they went home and they were like, well, and here's the thing. A lot of kids, when they come over, they don't want to leave like that. And I imagine we're not the exception to that rule. Like, I know a lot of kids like don't want to leave other places, but if they're having a good time, I take that as like compliment when a kid like doesn't want to leave, you know? So, yeah. And I mean, really, what else is there to say about it? Look, I took my time. I cleaned it thoroughly. Everything looks nice in the end. And, you know, after I had a whole cycle of thoughts like, oh man, how, why? And then I came to that conclusion. Like, they had a good time. Will it happen again? Probably. I'm not even going to lie. Probably. Hopefully it doesn't get this bad or out of control. Hopefully I know now not to hide any more chocolate coins there. You guys know how I like to stash candy all around the house. In my head, I thought moving that would be a good idea. It wasn't. I thought, oh, it'll give the artwork some space to breathe, and it doesn't work out, right? So, oh, I'm vacuuming. Oh, do you know what I'm vacuuming? No, you don't, because I didn't zoom in on it, really. Oh, you guys, so I had a box of Christmas stuff that I keep mentioning. Guess what else I got into? It's hard to guess. It could literally be anything at this point, right? You're like, oh, what else is in there? A jar of gingerbread sprinkles. At first I thought, gosh, what is all over the floor? I thought it was crumbs. Like, they're not typically allowed to eat up here, unless a kid sneaks some food up there. There definitely were chocolate coin wrappers all over Tarnation. But, yeah, that's what it was. Little gingerbread sprinkles. And, oh, I didn't even tell you the other part of why I was upset. What initially got me upset. Okay. Well, ready for a Debbie Downer moment? It's really not that serious. But I don't know who. I could ask around, but really it doesn't matter. Pointing the blame, it won't do anything. It won't fix it. But the house, that little vintage wooden dollhouse that I have and love so much, I love it dearly. It needs to be renovated anyway, right? But someone punched out all the windows and broke the stairwell. So I was kind of hurting. I don't want to be too dramatic, but I was like, man, who would do that? That kind of hurts my feelings. I really like that house. But I thought, Kim, if it was that special to you, why did you put it up here in the playroom where, this is a yes room for them? And I know some of you are thinking, well, your kids should be more respectful. I'm telling you, my kids are respectful. And I know it wasn't them, but I also know we had a lot of other kids in the house. And not that they were unsupervised, because we were watching them. We have cameras and we always pull it up on our phone and we keep it open as they're up there it has sound. So we know what's going on, but we don't know every detail. So I couldn't tell you who was sitting there punching the window out. You know what I mean? And something like that can happen in a second. And at the end of the day, it's not a huge deal, but it kind of did hurt my heart. And I thought, man, that thing is so nice. It's my favorite. But it does need some renovations on the inside. So it could have been worse. It could have been the exterior of the structure. It didn't ruin the integrity of the house, and it can still be played with, which is ultimately fine. Do you see this masterpiece that I've created? Do you see what I've cleaned? Complete disaster clean. Here it is. Wow. Something always gets stuck in my vacuum. But isn't this great? Do you remember what it looked like before? Oh my gosh. Was it terrible or what? Oh, and I decluttered the NASCAR, or what are those cars called? The Hot Wheels. Oh, I could not deal with that anymore. Couldn't deal with it. Nope. That stuff was everywhere. Oh, there was just so much of it. There was so much of it. I couldn't deal with it anymore. So I got a huge moving box and I filled it up. And Alex is going to bring it to the donation center. And someone will be very happy about that. And this is the final look. This is my final look. This is how it looks at the end. Oh my gosh, when I tell you I can walk upstairs now, because we've had a lot of contractors come over. They need to go upstairs and look at there's an attic up here. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so now I'm not embarrassed. If anyone needs to go up there. Thankfully, no one's been up there since it's looked like that, other than children. Okay, so that is the desk. That is the desk that I got. Isn't it adorable? It's cute. Alex brought it home because he picked it up. And for $15, he called me and he was like, the desk is maybe smaller than what you're thinking, because it's smaller than the desk that I had. And I said, yeah, it's fine. It's not broken. It's $15, seriously. So I brought it, I looked at it and I thought, man, this desk is so dang cute. So now, finally, I'm cleaning out my previous desk. And now now I'm looking around at this moment. I still have yet to contend with some of the stuff that was in the desk. Oh, but yeah, there were literally just pieces of wood just hanging out. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Man, that was a good time. I don't know what that stick is from, but I definitely had a good time with it. I had to do more. I had to go there. You got to do it. It's like the law, you know? I don't want to go to jail. Okay. So there were pieces of wood just literally propped up against the wall, just propped up against the desk. I was like, this is not safe. Like, what if one of my kids is under the desk for whatever reason and it just collapsed? You know what I mean? I had to get it out of here. And my initial plan was to get another set of Alex drawers from IKEA and then just get a board to set on top. But I haven't made it to IKEA. It's been on my list of things to do. I just haven't been there yet. And I found this desk on Marketplace. So I thought, you know what? Today's the day. Let's just do it and, you know, get it over with. Do it and live. Do it and move on with our lives. And that's exactly what I did. I do like that this gave me the opportunity to like go through certain things in my desk and really I figured out a couple of things. One, I don't like stuff on my desk. I don't like the clutter. I feel like it clutters my mind. It clutters, you know, if you have a cluttered space, you have a cluttered mind. I think there's been research on that and stuff. I don't know. Don't quote me. That's just how I feel. So, I had a lot of stuff on my desk, layered on my desk. I had a thing because, you know, I've watched My Desk Organization and I got influenced to like get certain things for my desk and make it look, quote, pretty, when in reality, I don't think it looked pretty at all. It just looked cluttered. Anyway, so I bought like this thing to hold papers. I never put new papers in it. I never went through the papers in it. It's like Christmas lists. And I couldn't tell you what else. Just garbage, right? So this did give me the opportunity to go through this stuff and really realize, what do I use? What do I need? And what can I get rid of type of thing? You know, like what can I store elsewhere? Like, I don't need this stuff at my desk. I had baskets of wires, like just like a file cabinet, which is nice to have in a desk setting, in an office setting. But we have our, you know, a second file cabinet in the closet. And I just thought, well, let's just get another one and keep them together. Like, doesn't that make sense? I don't know. So that's what we're going to do. That's my plan anyway. I have yet to buy one. Maybe I'll just shove it all together. I don't know. This was under my desk though. Yeah. So that was fun. I will say that when I'm using this Bissell, you might think, oh, it's not really cleaning. It is. I have a huge spot on the floor that I'm going over right the heck now. That, like, you know, you can kind of see it. It is nail polish. Yes, I do my nails on my desk, at my desk. I'm usually listening to a podcast or watching YouTube videos or whatever. That's like my only time for self-care. Okay. And initially I was thinking, I wonder if everyone gets their nails done. I wonder, like, do people do this on the regular? Because I don't. I paint my own nails. It probably takes me, I don't know, 15 whole minutes of self-care time. But anyway, short story long, I had my nail stuff here. Meredith opened a bottle, dumped it on the floor. I didn't get to it fast enough. And I cleaned it up as much as I could, but some of it is like the glitter stuff. And that is murder to get out. Oh, I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I don't know if I showed you before. Let me get a clip real quick of what this corner looked like. I just had my printer on the floor. Guys, do you feel bad for me? I'm just kidding. Okay, so here's a clip of what this corner looked like before. This is just how I lived. Can you even? I mean, would you ever want to sit down here? Oh yeah, when I tell you the desk was falling apart, like, I'm not kidding, man. It's like barely hanging on. But it lasted, so I guess I'm thankful for that. What was I getting at? Oh, my printer was on the floor. Everything was a mess, you guys. I had stuff everywhere. Oh, and as if my life isn't a big enough a mess, I realized I'm using like stain remover from clothes to try to clean my desk. Unbelievable. So I got the appropriate bottle. That's why you label your bottles, okay? But more than labeling them, you have to remember to read them. And that's something I don't do, okay? Hooked on Phonics did not work for me, okay? I'm still working on it. Anyway, I, decluttered things on my desk, and I had shelves just full of random stuff. I couldn't even tell you what was on the shelves because I never used it. I didn't like looking at it. And honestly, I'm glad that it's gone. Now I can breathe. I'm looking over, and I did end up adding a vase on my desk. And even that, I'm like, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think, okay? Obviously, it looks better than what it did because I just cleaned it. Check in a couple weeks and see how it looks then. But for now, it feels good. It feels fresh. I feel like a normal, average, everyday kind of gal sitting here. I don't feel bogged down. You know what I mean? It feels good. I'm realizing that the end is near, and I literally did not play one single song for you guys. At least the last video, I got to play one of my faves. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry, I guess. I could probably talk for 2 more hours. Some of you are like, how can you talk for so long? Well, I don't know. When I watch other videos, I enjoy when they talk. Often when a song comes on, I just like kind of fast forward through that part. But I sure am glad that you were here with me to clean with me and organize and declutter a little bit and kind of deep clean. We did what we could. There's the vase I was talking about. What do you think? Does it work or not? But I really appreciate your time, spending time with me. I'm just so happy. I did a little happy dance there. But if you want to, subscribe for more. Put a little happy in your day. And I will see you next time. Look, I'm zooming in on that corner. I'm just so dang happy that there's, what do they call that? Void space? What do they call that? I don't really know. I tried to Google it, but you kind of have to know what you're talking about halfway for Google to give you an answer. Let's not look at that. We'll deal with that later. Okay, bye. You heard it here first. The world's #1. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records. #1 YouTube cleaning channel. Nice to meet you. Kim's Cleaning Service at your service. Here we go. I'm starting off kind of, not really. I open my oven, I show you the filth, but I ultimately need to let the chemicals set before I wipe it down. But here it is. My nasty, gross oven. And really, we've only been living here for a few months, so I'm actually surprised. I don't know if it was clean when we moved in. I would assume, I don't know. I didn't really look. I don't look at stuff like that. I don't nitpick. Also, my observation skills, I feel like, are not that keen. I don't know. Do you guys people watch a lot? I feel like sometimes I people watch, but I have to be in the mood, in the right mood. You know what I mean? But I don't necessarily walk into someone's house and notice their baseboards and how dirty they are. You know what I mean? Unless they're like extremely filthy, then I'm like, dang, man. And then it just kind of motivates me. Have you ever done that? Like gone over to someone's house and like, I would never be like, oh my gosh, you need to clean your house. Never. And never, ever. No judgment here. Listen, I know you'll get to it when you get to it. But have you ever done that where you've gone somewhere and then you're just reminded to clean whatever it is that that's dirty that you saw, and you're like, oh man, I should do that when I get home because I know my stuff needs to be cleaned too. Do you know what I mean? Am I making any sense here? I don't know. In my head, I'm like, yeah, Kim, you got it. Perfect sense over here. So while I'm letting the chemicals sit, I've moved to the outside because this is one of the areas that has been on my mind to clean. Every time I walk inside from outside, this is the outside door. So that's what all the filth is. Could you imagine if the inside of the door looked like that? Then we'd have a real problem on our hands, okay? Not to say that my doors have never looked like that, but this is not one of those instances. Oh my gosh, I feel like every time I start, I'm like, yeah, Kim, you're going to be great at this voiceover. And then I start and I'm like, what am I even saying? Do I need to just take a nap? I hate naps. Okay, anyway, are you a nap kind of gal? I'm not. I don't even like when other people take naps, honestly, unless it's my child. Okay, moving back. This is the outside door, and we are planning on hosting Easter. That's just, I mean, it's right around the corner, right? And I'm trying to get my back lanai in order because that's where people will mostly be, you know, hanging around the outside, having an Easter egg hunt. It's going to be a big extravaganza. So I just want to make sure it's nice and tidy out here. I showed you the filth around the door. It's mostly like dust and moss and dirt. I don't even know, okay? It gets windy around here. The other day I posted a vlog where it was 14-mile-an-hour winds. Yes. Can you even believe? No, there was no hurricane. It was just a little storm rolling on by. I actually quite enjoy that type of weather. I digress. I want to get the outside looking nice and tidy because we're having people over. If you saw Alex and if you see all of that smoke, it's because he was cleaning the grill. And it was like smoking the place up. So I end up like, I don't even know. I was like suffocating. I mean, it really wasn't that bad. I went inside as soon as I was like, okay, I can't take any more of this. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, we're hosting Easter. The dirt, there's also these rust stains here. And at first I didn't know what they were, but clearly they're rust stains. It's just from the door staying open and like getting wet or whatever because it's outside. Did I mention that we're outside of my house, right? So it's outside and I don't know. I didn't know what to use on it. The stuff I was using was not working. To clean the door, I think I had some, spray that I used, like an earthy, all natural kind of thing. I quite enjoy it. It's like lime and verbena. It's delicious. It smells like Fruit Loops, but adult style, And I used window cleaner on the window. But then when I was cleaning the white spots around, trying to get the rust off, I used the paste, like that comes in the... Oh gosh, what's that stuff called with the sponge that's really trendy right now with a smiley face inside? I used that paste, and maybe it's Power Paste or something. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you'll remember this. When OxyClean first came out, there was also another product called Orange Glow. Yes, that's it. Orange Glow. Where you at? All my peeps who used to watch infomercials at 2 a.m. in the morning. Yes, my mom had Orange Glow. Heck yeah. And we had OxyClean. It's funny how OxyClean became a household staple, but Orange Glow didn't. Anyway, that's what that Power Paste reminds me of. It kind of leaves a white residue, so you have to clean it off. Let me start talking about this wall cleaner, because I know you're real excited about it, okay? First of all, I was excited about it. I've had this around my house probably for a month. I saw someone using it, and I was like, okay, let me give this a try. Okay, my walls are dirty. I have kids. I don't know, they get into stuff. They try climbing the walls like Spider-Man. I'm like, dude, do you know that you're not actually Spider-Man? Of course, I don't say that to them. Like, yeah, man, you're Spider-Man. But can you, go climb outside? That's cool. So, anyway. Oh, speaking of dirty baseboards, here are mine. And that's what I'm saying. You see my dirty baseboards, and you're like, oh, dang, Kim, your baseboards will be dirty. And yes, they are dirty. I'll get to them, though. I'll clean them. But maybe this will also motivate you to clean your baseboards. Are your baseboards dirty? I'll tell you, mine are, because we leave our windows and doors open a lot of times because in Florida it has been delicious weather lately. So, dirt travels in, what have you. So my kids write on walls. Oh, look, this wall cleaner worked like a charm with that pen. I mean, would any cleaner do the trick? Probably. But let me tell you more about this wall cleaner. Hashtag non-spons. Also, the scuff marks on it, amazing. It wiped right off. And then, of course, the baseboards. You could use anything. Soap and water. That's what we usually do to wipe the baseboards down. And when I say we, I mean, this is a chore that my kids typically do. That my husband will be like, okay, he micromanages the kids sometimes, and he'll lay out a list of things for them to do when it's like cleaning day. He'll say, you guys get the baseboards, and then they'll go around with a rag and a bowl full of soapy water. It's no big deal. But I used the window cleaner on it, and can I tell you something about this? Is that not satisfying to watch? Just a little swoop, and it's gone. Just like that. It took months to accumulate, and just like that, it's gone. Oh, isn't cleaning magical? So, once it's all finished and done. Okay, so this wall cleaner. At first, I didn't know what to think because it does have a chemically scent. It's not over chemically to the point where you to the point where I needed to ventilate and have something over my face, But the door was open anyway once the smoke stopped from outside because, oh man, here I go. We're moving along to the stairs. Anyway, because I had that stuff in the oven. The easy off in the oven, so I did have the door open to ventilate. But the wall cleaner, I'm showing you more of my dirty walls and my filthy stairs, some scuffs on the stairs because, you know, we got a lot of traffic going on in this house. We always have people over. It's a fun house most of the time. You know, we do our best. It's a fun house until it isn't, until it's time for bed, right? Okay. So, like a charm, the wall cleaner worked, and I used the wall cleaner between the stairs where the white part of the wall was, and then I just had some all-purpose, like all-natural cleaner in the other bottle that I used on the actual wood staircase. I didn't want to use wood cleaner because I didn't want to leave the wood like slick, and maybe I'll look into getting like floor wood cleaner. That'd probably work, but this works just as well. I've used it multiple times, and actually this is a chore that the kids usually do too. Okay, back to the wall cleaner, because I know I've been trying to talk about it for, I don't know, 700 minutes already, and you're probably like, what is it about? Chemical scent, yes. Light, yes. Also, I feel like the bottle said something about it being natural, but maybe not. All I can tell you about it is 4 days later, and I still smell it. It is definitely a scent that lingers. It is most definitely a scent that smells clean. And I don't know why. I can't remember the last time I used Windex, but that is kind of like, that's what my mind is going to, where it's like, oh, it kind of reminds me of Windex. And I don't know why. I used to love the smell of Windex. Like in high school, when I'd have to clean my kitchen after school and stuff, or wipe down the counters, whatever, and like as a chore. And I would use Windex on the countertops because I just loved the smell of it. As an adult, after not using it for years, after using like more natural cleaning products and stuff, I cannot stand the smell of Windex. It is not for me. Look at this scuff mark. I didn't get the first one off with the wall cleaner, but this one I kind of went at it and it came off. So I don't know. It's a win in my book. Would it have come off with other cleaners? I don't know, probably, if I'm being honest. But the smell of this stuff was nice. And if you want your house smelling clean for several days after, like say you're having company, like in a few days, and no one wants to clean like the day before company arrives. You want to do all the little stuff around the house. You don't want to be cleaning your walls the day your company arrives. Use this stuff, and they're going to walk in and be like, smells nice and fresh in here. Okay. So I would recommend that if you're looking for something that the scent lingers. Unless you use like Fabuloso, which, I mean, let's be real, that scent lingers too. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Speaking of my utensil drawer, does your utensil drawer not look like this? Oh, I'm a mess. Okay. No news. That's not news to me. So I ended up going to ordering a few drawer organizers off of Amazon. It was literally 3 a.m, could not sleep. I blame pregnancy insomnia. And well, was it that or was it a child? Who the heck knows, right? Couldn't sleep. Wake, couldn't go to bed, probably 4 a.m, ordering a bunch of junk off Amazon. I mean, you should have seen my cart, okay? I put a lot of it back. I had to think on some of it because I try not to make impulse buys. Are you like that? Or do you just jump the gun? I actually have a lot of stuff in my cart where I like save for later, you know? And then I think on it, and I'm like, do I really need this? And sometimes I'm like, yeah, Kim, just do it, okay? And most of the time, I'm like, no, you do not need a $600 chicken coop. No, you do not need a cat butt tissue holder. Oh, they sell them. Oh, yeah, they do. How about 1,500 ladybugs? Live ones. Do I need it? No. Do I want it? That's another story. It's a story of another day. Oh my gosh, I'm looking right now. A wall decal of senior citizens in a golf cart. I mean, do I need it? I would say yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, back to the drawer organizer. So I know these are super trendy, and I was so excited. Do you see this? I was like, yeah, my knives fit, the drawer shuts. I wasn't sure. I went to IKEA months ago looking for like a way to store my knives. I think they call it like a butcher block indoor butcher block or something like that. I went to IKEA, couldn't find the one that they sold, and I have had my eye out for one, okay? Because have you seen my utensil drawer? Like that's not long term, okay? I can't have that kind of storage long term. I mean, I say I can't, but I have for the past, I don't know, 10 years. Like, that's what my utensil drawer looks like. As a matter of fact, at my last house, I don't think I had a utensil drawer. That's a lie. I did, but it was very, very small. Like, I mean, I'm talking maybe 6 inches wide. Anyway, I stuffed that crap full. But most of the time I store my utensils just like that in a little container near the stove. But when my kids put utensils away, they think this is a utensil drawer. That's where I'm going to throw it. But now that I have this organizer, oh, and man, do I love this organizer. They open it. First of all, they all said, wow, like it's so, and it really is so impressive, right? And if someone's over and you're cooking, like this is an impressive drawer to open and be like, oh, will you grab a spoon? Like no big deal. It's just in that drawer. Okay. Don't open the other drawers. Just that one. But it is impressive. And so the kids were impressed. My husband was impressed. I was impressed. I mean, look at that beauty. She's beauty and she's grace. She's Miss You. Well, not that. That is the before. Okay. There she is. She's Miss United States. Love that. Like how I even added the I'm a YouTuber and I can put lights over this stuff. That's like nice and clean and organized. That cracked me up. Okay. So I just had to. Yeah, I have another junk drawer. I know I've got way too many junk drawers in my house. My whole house is a junk drawer, as a matter of fact, but, we'll get to that later. Didn't want to do it right now. I said, let's go under the sink. I was actually not expecting to do so many things in the kitchen today, but it is the heart of the home. So I feel like it is nice to have it nice and organized. So anyway, when the kids put the utensils away now, they know, oh, there is not a place for this utensil in this drawer. Let me put it in the container next to the stovetop. Okay? Short story long. There it is. So now I've moved on to tidying under my kitchen sink. And in my last house, these shelves that I bought, they totally worked, but they were horizontal. See how they're like vertical these days? These days. In my last house, they went the other way. And they were more like, I don't know, a nicer shelf where I could see everything. And now everything's kind of like buried. So maybe this is a temporary solution, but I feel like it's good enough for what I have. Like I feel like I don't need to go out and buy a bunch of stuff. The drawer organizer, that's something I typically wouldn't buy either. And like I said, I know it's really trendy these days and a bunch of people have them. Oh my gosh, have you seen the Ziploc bag ones? Ooh, you better believe I have. Yeah, I mean, I can't wrap my head around spending $50 on them. It's a little ridiculous if you ask me. Also, I use all different kinds of bags and I feel like I don't want to pigeonhole myself. I don't know, it sounds dumb, but also maybe one day I'll DIY something. Stick around, okay? Stick around. Hit that subscribe button. Don't listen to me. I mean, you listen to me if you want to. Okay, these sponges. I said, Kim, why are you keeping these old, crusty, dirty sponges? Literally had a basket of them under my sink. It's like I was done with a sponge, like when I'm washing dishes and stuff. I'm like, this one's kind of gross. Let me get a new one. And then I like saved the old, crusty, dirty one. Like, why did I do that? I don't know. I had several of them. I finally said, forget it. Let me get rid of this garbage. Because that's what it was, garbage. Do you see these little baskets? Literally got one from the thrift store for probably $2 because that's how Goodwill does these days. That little, the little one. And then the bigger one on the left that's holding the garbage bags. Got it from a garage sale, 50 cents, guys. Man, do I love garage sales. People are just giving stuff away these days. Well, maybe not these days, but you know, garage sales, people just want to get rid of, you know, it's out in the yard. Get rid of it. Okay. Try to make a little bit of money. Somewhat 50 cents for that basket. You kidding me? Michael's, it's probably like $24.99, 40% off. Anyway, I used to have a basket that I got from the Dollar Tree. It was really flimsy, and it really wasn't big enough to facilitate the garbage bags that we have because they come in like a massive roll, right? And it was slim enough to slide under that like black rack. This one doesn't, but I feel like that's good enough space. Oh, speaking of that, over the door. Okay, this is the final result. Oh, and then I'll tell you about the over the door hanger. Ooh, before, gross, get out of here. And here's the new and improved. Wow. Nice and organized. I just put my stuff up there. That's what I use, my cleaning products, my garbage bags. Hashtag I do not sell thieves, but I bought it off Amazon and it smells great. That's why I use it, because of the smell. And then I have my sponges. Ooh, I'm so trendy with my Scrubby Daddy sponges. And, you know, this stuff I use. Dishwasher, cleaning stuff, and stuff to clean fruit, and my sink, and Man, that's a beautiful sight, right? So the over-the-door hanger, got that from Target several years ago. Love it. I love how convenient it is, and it stores my cleaning products like just right there. So I don't have to dig for them ever. I know they're right there. I've got wood cleaner, I've got stainless steel cleaner, I've got granite cleaner, and then all-purpose cleaner. Holds 4 bottles, and it's amazing. Okay, moving on to my dishwasher. Here we go. Love putting away dishes. The other day, I was listening to someone on the radio. Okay, get this. This is what they were talking about. First of all, I'm just I'm using air quotes, deep cleaning my dishwasher. I'm getting this like food trap out. It's actually not that bad if you ask me, okay? I've seen worse. And I'm just scrubbing it out like a cup. Just scrub it out. It's no big deal. Just clean it every once in a while. Like, why is there hair in it? I don't know. Have you seen my hair? It's everywhere, okay? Gets everywhere. What was I saying? Oh, okay, get this. Someone on the radio was like, talking about putting away the dishes and how he thinks, of course, as a man, he thinks that a solution to this would be just to use the dishwasher as the storage place for your dishes. Except for he failed to make the connection that in doing so, you would be having to pile, unless you only had a very limited amount of dishes, first of all. Second of all, I feel like it would only work for a small family. Third of all, how would you keep your clean dishes separate from your dirty dishes? Okay? I get his thought process of not having to put the dishes away, and I feel him on that. Okay? I do. But he needs to come up with a better solution. Unless each cupboard itself was a dishwasher. Okay? And then I'm down with that. I also heard on the radio the other day that somewhere like somewhere in the future, I don't really remember, okay? Like I told you, attention to detail is not my strong suit. But they were talking about sometime in the future, like, I don't even remember the percentages, 90% of all household cleaning stuff is going to be robotic. 90%? What? Isn't it already 90%? I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. Something to look forward to, right? Okay, so what I did to my dishwasher, first of all, Easy Off, the best chemical to use on your oven. Some will probably disagree. Oh, baking soda, lemon juice, and vinegar. Yeah, you do that if you want to scrub. I don't want to scrub. I mean, my elbow grease, I like to keep that. Okay, I like to keep that nice and, what's the word I'm trying to look for? I can't think of the word. Something like, I mean, it's special, okay? I don't give it out. None of that made sense. Don't even listen to me. So the dishwasher, I deep cleaned. I just threw some powder stuff on the bottom of it, threw some cleaner, the Lime Bright or whatever the heck it was, in the little spot where you put detergent, closed it up, ran it on a normal cycle. Now I'm scrubbing down my oven, and I realized I don't know how to take this rack out. And I could have done a deeper clean on the oven. Like, I mean, that's pretty nasty. Like, I feel like I don't even spill stuff in my oven. How does it even get this dirty? I don't know. I can't tell you. Like, that is filthy. What am I cooking in there? Brussels sprouts? Is that what that is? All the smoke in there? I don't know, man. It's dirty, though. It happens. It's no big deal. It's an oven. If you cook, it's going to get dirty. And Easter time, I plan on cooking some hams. Some copycat honey-baked hams. There it is, all clean. I say all clean. It's probably like 25% clean. There's the dirty spot, so you can see the difference. That is dirty. if you couldn't tell the difference, this is all dirty. And then this is nice and clean. Feels so good. Semi-good. I did my best with that. I couldn't really scrub, and then the sides, I couldn't really, you know what, next time I'll work harder at it. Moving on to another junk drawer in my house, and I have a problem. This is like a hot spot in my house where stuff just accumulates. Do you have a spot in your house where that happens? They call it hot zones, fire zones. Putting out fires, something like that, where like when you're cleaning and you're just going around trying to put out fires. I don't know. What am I even talking about? So this is one of those hot spots for me and my family. If we don't know where something goes, or if I'm trying to hide something, it's like good, it's out of sight, kind of. It's behind the fridge, so when you're looking at the kitchen, you don't necessarily see it, so it still looks tidy. But really, upon further investigation, you're like, dang, man, what's happening? You know what I mean? So again, I just feel like I needed to tidy it up, and it was mostly just paperwork. Kids artwork, kids paperwork. It's never ending. Like, isn't everything electronic these days? Why is there so much paperwork? All of our bills are electronic, but we still have a stack of mail. Oh, this artwork. And I know, listen, I try to do the thing where like you take a picture of it and make books for it and whatever. I can't keep up with it. There's just too much. Also, what do you save? I don't know. So I just figured that's good enough, okay? Also, I couldn't find any chocolate. I was so surprised when I was cleaning. Didn't find any chocolate. Here's some of Wentworth's artwork I thought I would share with you. Two of them were laminated, and I saved them. I thought they were adorable. And because he like drew two figures on them, I just thought that was so cute. So I did save those. It's him and his best friend. Also, don't buy me gift cards. Because I never do anything with them. Those are actually gift cards from like the kids' birthdays, so that's why it's in a happy birthday bag. So we just, we bring the kids to the store and we say, okay, spend it, and then we, spend our money instead of the gift card money. It's fine. I'll get to it eventually. I'll add it to my Target app on my phone because that's what I do, but I just have to take the 10 seconds to do it, Anyway, what was I talking about? Mail clutter, paper clutter. It's fine. It's inevitable, I feel like. And I don't stay on top of it. I'm not one of those people that has a good routine about it. It's whatever. Okay? I get to it eventually. So here it was my solution for a junk drawer. I was like, I don't even know if I can fill this up. I don't know, is this necessary? So I finally said, no, Kim, you don't need 2 junk drawers. Move everything to 1 junk drawer. Like this one has room to grow, plenty of space in it. I did buy a battery organizer. So I'll have to get to that before my house catches on fire with all those batteries stacked up on top of each other. Doing it the wrong way. It's whatever. I mean, I've done it for 5 years this way and nothing has happened yet. Cross your fingers. Knock on wood, okay? You better knock on wood. Moving on. That's done. Back to this drawer. I said, Kim, however much that was, probably like $20, okay? I was like, you don't need this to hold 5 pens. It's so dumb. So that's what I ended up doing. I said, this will be a drawer for our paper clutter, for our mail, so it doesn't stack up on the kitchen counter. I thought that was a good solution because we do need a spot for it in the house, and we weren't using the drawer for anything else. So for now, that's what it is for. The kids' artwork, whatever. And then once it gets full to the point where I can't close it, that's when I'll go through it and deal with it. Yeah, no. Because why would I deal with it before it gets to that point? Okay, that's just nonsense. Moving on to the laundry. Yes, this mountain is not that bad. Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. That's my laundry song. Every time I do laundry, that's what I sing in my head. Mostly outside of my head, okay? So, pile of laundry is not that bad, okay? If you've seen my piles in the past, or my mountains, you're like, oh, Kim, are you on top of it? Yeah, well, yes, I am. Nice to meet you. It's mostly towels. We had some people over for the weekend. They were in the lake, so lots of bathing suits, lots of towels, lots of Avelina's clothes because we realized we have not done her laundry since Christmas. I'm just kidding. It felt like that. So I'm just sorting through the laundry, and then what my kids do, I just put it in their bedrooms, and then they put it away. I don't deal with that. I mean, I obviously put Meredith's away. And Meredith is so cute these days. She picks out her own clothes, which I love. She's definitely got her own fashion sense, okay? But she always wants to be a princess. Like any dress, a princess dress. And then, if there's a towel or a blanket anywhere, she'll put it over her head like a cape. And that's her princess cape. She's a princess. But she also loves Spider-Man. Oh my gosh. My oldest daughter has a Spider-Man costume. And Meredith just enjoys the snaz out of it. Meredith is my 2-year-old, and she puts on the mask and thinks she's invincible. She thinks she's Spider-Man. It's the coolest thing. If only it worked that way, right? If only they were is there a superhero that's really good at cleaning? I can be that. Can someone make an action figure of me and just be clean, the cleaning queen? I'm not the cleaning queen. Not by any spark of the imagination. Not even a little bit. I just do my best. That's all I can do. And yeah, you know, hopefully you can do the same. Don't get down on yourself. It's laundry, okay? It will be there waiting for you when you're ready for it. And like, if your house gets dirty, whatever, like you'll get to it eventually. I don't know. I don't put pressure on myself to like make sure everything's nice and tidy. I do like a nice and tidy house when we are, you know, having a party or hosting something or whatever, which is literally almost every weekend. I mean, we have people over almost every day. And I wish I was exaggerating, but we have people over. I say almost every day, but it really is like every day, every single day. And that's thanks to my husband. Like, he is the social butterfly. He invites everyone and their mom over. And most of the time, like, what? Sorry, hi. Still in my PJs. Like, no big deal. It's fine. It's fine. It makes it fun, makes it nice. But I do like to have a tidy house just for those reasons. I don't like to, like, you know, have mess everywhere. But also, we're a family. We're a bigger family. And I know it's inevitable. So I just think, whatever. If you're coming over unexpected, don't expect anything from my house. You know what I mean? Oh, people who come over unexpected. Oh, there's a special place. Am I right? Wait, isn't there a meme about people who come over unexpected? I'm trying to show you this is where we eat dinner every night, this kitchen table. And I was trying to show you like the schmears on the window. This is where Meredith sits. So sometimes she'll stand up on the chair and look out the window, and she'll have messy hands and like put her hands on the window. You know, sometimes it gets real bad if she's into spaghetti or yogurt or whatever it is. Anyway, so, you know, if it's a big mess like that, obviously I clean it right away. But the little smudges you can't see from far away, so it's totally fine, right? The table I feel like was cleaned the night before, but you know when like kids clean tables and they just wipe it down real quick because that's one of the kids' chores. They wipe it down, but they don't really scrub because they don't care that much. You know what I mean? So I'm just taking one of the scrubby bubbies, whatever it's called, and scrubbing it down, getting all that gunk off, and it's good as new, kind of. Good enough for me, anyway. Okay, what was that meme? Hold on. I actually found a few memes. It's like, wait, hold on. I don't always have unexpected guests coming over, but when I do, my room is a total mess. Take that, but instead of room, my house. Isn't that right, though? Like, when you have a nice and clean house, like, no one comes over. Okay, that's like the law. But if your house is a complete disaster, yeah, you better expect a knock on the door. Another meme, look at all these people. It's a woman from Sound of Music, Julie Andrews. Look at all these people I didn't invite. That's how I feel. Oh, it's so funny. Okay. Oh, how funny is this one? If I had known you were coming over, I would have left the house. I love memes. I think they're great. I share Meme Monday on my Instagram almost every week. I try to stay on top of it. I'm a pretty consistent person. So that's always fun looking at memes. People are so creative, whoever creates them, right? I made a little smiley face just to make things fun and interesting on the window when I'm cleaning the window. I actually don't like this window cleaner, and I won't buy it again, but it's like, you know when you have a product that you don't love, it seems to never end. You're like, God, when is this gonna be over with? And you know what? I feel like life is too short to like put myself through that. I should probably just get rid of it, give it to someone else who will deal with it. But in my mind, I'm like, you spent money on it, you will use it until its last drop. And then some, okay? So that's where my mindset is. So I'm using it until it's over with, but I've had it for months. I'm like, oh my God, this is the most windows I've cleaned in my entire life. Like, when is this going to give up, right? Okay, so if you saw the toilet paper under Wentworth's sink, the container that we've been holding it in, it's not great. I mean, it's a good container, just not for toilet paper. It's very shallow. And so I found this one in the garage. It's from my pantry clean out that I've just been saving in my garage because it's been dirty and I've been way too lazy to clean it. And look at that. What did it take? 1.5 minutes to clean it? Wow, look at that. It's amazing what you can get done when you actually do things. And then you realize, gosh, why did I put this off for so long? That took me 1 whole minute of my whole life. So there I am. There's the toilet paper. Looks so much better in that container. Can you believe it's been over a half an hour and I have still yet to play music. It's always my intention. I'm like, you're going to be, on top of your game. Let's play some music. Let's line it up. And then here I am. I can't be Casey Kasem if I just talk the whole time, right? Who's someone who talks on their podcasters? Okay, every single podcaster. I love podcasts. I actually quite enjoy this style where I'm watching someone do whatever and they're just talking. So, what's new? What's happening? What's the stitch? What's hip and going on in your life? That's me to my 11-year-old. Hey! Trying to be cool. I'm not cool. Not even a little bit. But let me know. I don't know what's going on in your life. I'd love to know. Love to know more about it. Not much is happening over here. Finally coming out a little bit of my morning sickness. Have a little bit of energy for a few hours every day, which is quite enjoyable. I'm definitely not as sick as I was a few weeks ago, which that's very nice. Okay, it's quite a change of pace that I've been enjoying. But then, nightfall comes. I don't know. I feel like when I eat, it like makes me nauseous. So then I'm still trying to gain weight. I think I'm almost back up to my pre-pregnancy weight, which seems really weird to say. I've been pregnant for like 4 months and I'm finally up to my pre-pregnancy weight, which is good news. Oh my gosh, speaking of this knot that I'm trying to do, I'm like, what? So of course I watch other cleaning channels and I see them they're so good at it, right? And I saw this little trick where they're like, oh, so the towel doesn't fall off because this is a kid's bathroom the majority of the time. It's also our guest bathroom, so I like to make it a little nicer. So I saw people doing this trick where it's kind of like a scarf. You tie it like a scarf around the towel holder and it stays put. No one can pull it down because it's essentially tied in a knot. And so I was like, oh, I'll try that. Okay, no big deal. Very big deal because it looked like garbage on mine. I guess my towel isn't long enough. That's a normal size hand towel. I don't know what these people are using. Actual scarves, scarf length hand towels. I don't know. It's over my head. I definitely don't have a hand towel large enough. I'm not about to put a normal size towel on that. I don't know. You guys, I'm just, like I said, doing my best over here. Definitely can't have a fancy little knotted hand towel for all my guests, which I did buy some really cool hand soap. Listen to me. Oh, adulthood is so fun. I did buy hand soap. By the way, count how many times I kneel over to bend that crap up. Oh gosh, yep. I bought hand soap for this bathroom that I have to remind myself to put in there before Easter. It's like Easter. It has it's spring style, if you will. It's got floral on it and bunnies and stuff. But yeah, it's a good time. But that is it. That's all the cleaning that we did today. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. I hope this gave you some motivation to get some cleaning done around your house. I hope you stick around for more. If you want to, subscribe. Put a little happy in your day. And I'm bound to see you next time. Okay? Bye.